about to start my workout for today. This is actually not one of my own original workouts. Today, I thought it would be fun to try my friend Lloyd's workout. So that's what we're doing today. 100 burpees and 100 sit-ups, plus some cardio. Now, if you want to watch Lloyd do the workout, you can click up here. I will put a link to Lloyd's workout video, and you can watch him do the workout. You can follow along with his video if you want, or if you want to follow along with my video, I'll show you what I'm doing because I'm doing it slightly differently. So I'm going to be sticking with the same burpee variation Lloyd was doing, which is very similar to what I call espressos. So if you are familiar with my workouts and you're familiar with what espressos are, we're kind of doing espressos, but without the plank rows. So I'm going to be holding on to a set of 10-pound dumbbells. 10 pounds is a good weight for me. You may need to use something lighter or heavier. That's going to depend on your strength, on your level of fitness. It's going to depend on what you have available to you and on how hard you're looking to push yourself today. So please consider all of those factors when choosing your weights and make the decision that is best for you. One other thing about my dumbbells is that they are flat on the bottom. So if your dumbbells are round here, you're going to have to modify. I will show you that modification after I show you what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm going to start holding my dumbbells to the side like this. And now when I do my espressos, I just bend down and put the dumbbells right here on the ground. But Lloyd does a little toe touch first. So before I do that, I'm just gonna bend down and touch my toes with the weights, okay? So first, touch the toes, then put the weights down. Then you can step your feet back or jump them back. Now we're gonna do a push-up on the dumbbells. And now you can step your feet back in or jump them back in. We're gonna stand, do a hammer curl, and an overhead press. That's 1 rep. I'm pretty sure that's how Lloyd was doing them. So let's put it together a little bit faster. So touch the toes, dumbbells go down, jump the feet back into plank, push up on the dumbbells, jump the feet back in, stand, hammer curl, overhead press. Now, if your dumbbells are not flat on the bottom, please do not put your weight on them and hold on to them while you're doing your push-up. I don't think that's safe. You can still use them, but just let go of them while you do your push-up. So unless your dumbbells are flat here, okay? If you have rounded dumbbells, this is what you're gonna do. Reach down, touch the toes, and then put the weights down. Let go of them. Then put your hands flat on the ground, jump or step the feet back. Do your push-up with your hands flat on the floor or the ground. Just make sure you're minding your form, so don't let your hips drop down like this. Keep your head still, so don't bob your head up and down like this, okay? Keep your head still. You're gonna bend your elbows and lower your chest to the ground as far as you can get to the ground. So if you can get your chest all the way down to the ground, great, that's what we're going for. Then from here, you're gonna push the ground away, push yourself back up into a plank position, again, keeping your body in one straight line the whole time from your heels to your shoulders. So if you are not able to get your chest down all the way to the ground, that's fine. Just lower it as far as you can without breaking that one straight line from your heels to your shoulders. So if you need to shorten up your range of motion, but don't get here, and then if you're out of strength, don't try to compensate by lowering some other body part down to the ground, like your hips or your belly. That's not what we're going for. Keep those hips high. Keep the core nice and strong and tight and engaged. And just lower the chest as low as you can to the ground. The other thing I see people do is they'll get here and then they don't have enough strength to keep lowering their chest to the ground, so they'll try to kind of trick themselves into thinking that they're getting all the way down by lowering their forehead down to the ground. It's okay if you don't touch the ground. What's not okay is letting your hips drop down or bobbing your head around. So keep your head still, keep your hips lifted high, strong, tight, engaged core, and keep the body in one straight line from your heels to your shoulders the whole time. If your hips are slightly elevated, so if your hips are just a little bit elevated like this, that's actually fine. You're not going to hurt yourself doing that. I would rather have your hips elevated than if you were to allow them to drop down, okay? And having your hips slightly elevated will actually even make the push-up a little bit easier. So if you need to have your hips elevated just slightly, don't worry too much about that. It's actually fine, but ideally you want one straight line from your heels to your shoulders the whole time. So lower your chest to the ground, keeping your body in one straight line, then push the ground away, and straighten the elbows, push yourself back up, again, keeping your body in one straight line. So then after you do your push-up, you will step or jump the feet back in, and now you can pick up your rounded dumbbells, and then the rest of the exercise will be the same. So hammer curl, overhead press. Bend the elbows, bring the weights back down to the shoulders, straighten the arms and return to your starting position. So one more time, I'll put together for those of you with rounded dumbbells. Touch the toes, put the dumbbells down. Hands flat on the floor of the ground. Jump the feet out so you're in a plank position. Do your push-up with perfect form. Jump or step the feet back in. Pick up the dumbbells, stand, hammer curl, overhead press, straighten the arms, return to the starting position. If you don't have dumbbells or you just don't want to add weight, any burpee variation you can manage is totally fine, okay? I'm showing you what I'm doing today because that's what Lloyd was doing 2 days ago, anyway. And I wanted to do Lloyd's workout, but if you don't have dumbbells, it's fine. You can do any burpee variation you want, okay? So whatever works for you is totally fine. And if you need help with equipment-free substitutions or beginner modifications, remember that I'm always here. It is extremely important that all of my workouts are accessible to anyone and everyone who wants to do them, even when I'm doing somebody else's workout. So I'm always here to help facilitate that. Don't hesitate to reach out if you have questions about the format, how it's all fitting together, if you have any questions about the exercises we're doing today, any doubts at all about how to do the exercises with the correct form, or if you need to see beginner modifications, please just ask. I will always do what I can to help. It's really important that you understand how to do the exercises with the correct form before you begin the workout, this workout or any workout, because if your form is lacking, you are increasing your risk of injury, and I don't want anyone getting hurt. And you're not getting the maximum benefit out of each exercise. So please mind your form. If you have any questions, I'm here to help. Please just ask, okay? So the only other exercise we're doing is sit-ups. And I think, Lloyd, I'm gonna do these just a bit differently than you did. I believe this is what Lloyd was doing. So again, if you would prefer to follow along with Lloyd's video, the link is up there in the icard. There's a little lowercase I in the corner with a circle around it. Click on that icard and that will take you to Lloyd's version of the workout. But here's what I'm doing. Well, first I'll show you what Lloyd was doing. I believe, so Lloyd was holding onto a medicine ball instead of a dumbbell. My ball is only 8 pounds. I'm choosing to use my dumbbell instead, which is 10 pounds, but a medicine ball or a kettlebell is fine. A household item will work as well, so you could hold on to a jug of laundry detergent while you do this, or like a gallon milk container filled with water or sand or rice or beans or something like that. That would be fine. As long as your weight is not too heavy for you, and as long as you can maintain a safe grip on it, pretty much anything will work. If you don't want to add weight, I'll show you an equipment-free modification after I show you what I'm doing. But Lloyd was actually doing this with a 10-pound medicine ball. I'm going to be using a 10-pound dumbbell. Okay, so I'm just going to hold my dumbbell like this, one hand on either side of the dumbbell. I have my knees bent. I'm going to start down here on my mat. And I think I'll start with the dumbbell over my head. Lloyd, I think you were starting with that on your chest. I'm not sure. But anyway, what you're gonna do is sit up and press the dumbbell up overhead. Now, I think what Lloyd was doing was alternating between pressing the dumbbell straight up overhead, and then with the next rep, I think he was bringing it to one side and tapping it on the ground. And then with the next rep, tapping it on the other side. I might be wrong, but I think that's what you're doing, right, Lloyd? Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna do 2 twists with each rep. So I am going to start with my dumbbell, my hands extended overhead. I'm holding onto my dumbbell. I'm gonna sit up and press the dumbbell up overhead. So my back is straight and I'm reaching the dumbbell up like I'm trying to touch the ceiling. Then I'm gonna do 2 Russian twists. So I'm gonna bend my elbows and bring the dumbbell down in front of my chest, and I'm gonna twist 1 and 2, tapping the dumbbell down on either side of my mat. And then I'll return to my starting position. So bring the weight back overhead, return to the starting position. I'm gonna do my best to alternate which side I'm initiating the twist with each rep, just to even it out. All right, so here's what I'm gonna do. Sit up, press the weight up overhead, twist and tap, then return to the starting position. Sit up, twist and tap, return to the starting position. Okay, so each sit up plus 2 Russian twists is 1 rep. I am also going to be adding some moderate paced cardio with my jump rope. Lloyd was not jumping rope in his workout, but he was adding some cardio at the end. He did about 10-15 minutes or so of work on the heavy bag. So I don't have a heavy bag. I like to jump rope. So I'm going to do 2 little 10-minute jump rope sections. So if you have a heavy bag, again, it might be better to follow along with Lloyd's workout. So click on the little icard if you want to watch Lloyd do the workout. But here's what I'm gonna do. So I think Lloyd was doing sets of 50. I think Lloyd did 50 burpees, 50 sit-ups, and then just repeated 1 more round of that. And then at the end, he tacked on about an extra 15 minutes of cardio, just working on the heavy bag for like 10-15 minutes. I'm going to be doing 2 jump rope sections, 10 minutes apiece. So I'm going to do that in the middle. I'm going to do at the middle and the end. So after each round of burpees and sit-ups, I'm going to do 10 minutes of interval jump rope. I'm on 10-second rest intervals and 50-second work intervals times 10 rounds. 50-second work intervals are really tough with jump rope. So keep in mind that if those intervals don't work for you, you can try 15-second rest intervals and 45-second work intervals times 10 rounds. It doesn't seem like that would make much of a difference, but it actually really does. If you want to scale it down even a little bit more, try 10 seconds rest and 20 seconds work times 20 rounds. That's still 10 minutes, but you're giving yourself a total of 20 seconds of rest with each minute instead of just 10. So you're doubling your rest, and you are reducing your work interval by more than 50%. So 10-second rest intervals and 20-second work intervals times 20 rounds makes it much more manageable. So do what works for you. But that I'm doing 10-second rest intervals, 50-second work intervals times 10 rounds. And I'm going to be doing that twice. So I'm going to do 50 burpees, 50 sit-ups, 10 minutes of interval jump rope. A huge wasp just flew back here. It is springtime. Hello there. You are not making a nest up there. I will thwart you every time. Okay, I have chased the wasp away. We'll see if she returns. But, okay, yeah, so what was I saying? Okay, yeah, so that's my version of this little workout. 50 burpees, 50 sit-ups, 10 minutes of interval jump rope. That's 1 round. I'll be doing 2 rounds. Okay, so if you don't have a jump rope, my jump rope sections are going to be 10 minutes apiece. So you can eliminate the jump rope sections if you want and just do the 100 burpees and 100 sit-ups. That's fine. That would still be a great workout on its own. If you want to include the little cardio sections but you don't have a jump rope, any kind of cardio you want to do for those 10 minutes is fine. So if you have an elliptical or a treadmill or an exercise bike, you can hop on one of those for 10 minutes. You can do up and down the stairs for 10 minutes. You can jog in place. You can shadow box. And again, Lloyd was working on his heavy bag for the cardio section. So the link is right up there if you want to do that. But any type of cardio for those 10-minute sections is totally fine. If you do have a jump rope, I always just kind of jog in place like this while I'm jumping rope, but you could do any jump rope variation you want. So if you are more comfortable jumping with your feet together, jump with your feet together. If you are really good at jump rope, feel free to do a more challenging jump rope variation, okay? You can jump on one leg, you can jump side to side, you can do twist jumps, high knees, jump rope jacks. Any style of jump rope you want to do is fine. So now, I think I've covered everything. Oh, except your equipment-free sit-up modification. Let me show you that real quick and then we'll get started. So if you don't have anything that's going to work for weight, or you just don't want to add weight to the sit-ups, super simple modification. You're going to do the exact same thing without holding onto any weight, okay? So just sit up, flat back at the top, reach up like you're trying to touch the ceiling, and then you can do your 2 Russian twists. So just twist and tap, and then return to your starting position. That's 1 rep. So sit up, twist and tap, twist and tap. And again, I'm doing my best to alternate to which side I'm initiating the movement with each rep. Return to the starting position. If you're a beginner or your range of motion does not allow you to twist all the way so that you can actually tap the mat, that's fine. Just go as far as you can, okay? So if your twist is here, that's fine. Then your twist is here. Do that. Return to your starting position. Okay, work to your own level. Don't push your body into doing something it is not ready to do, okay? If you're not adding weight but you want to increase the difficulty a little, you can try doing these with your heels elevated off the mat the whole time as well. So you can have your heels elevated off the mat, do your sit up, and then your 2 twists. That's 1 rep. Sit up, twist, twist. That's 2. Okay, so if you don't have anything to add weight, you can add difficulty in other ways. So just do what works for you. At the end of the day, any sit-up variation you want to do is fine, but that's what I'll be doing. And there's an equipment-free version of what I'll be doing for those of you who don't have weights. All right, so hopefully I have covered everything. Again, if you want to do this workout along with Lloyd, click here. If you want to stay and do my version of Lloyd's workout with me, go ahead and grab a set of dumbbells if you have them. And if you're using them, grab a medicine ball or a kettlebell or household item or something like that if you want to add weight to your sit-ups. Grab your jump rope if you have a jump rope. And if you're doing the jump rope sections with me, take a minute to make sure you're good and warmed up. And when you're ready, let's get started. All right, if you are working out along with the video, 2 things. Please remember to go at your own pace and never to sacrifice your form for speed. So I want to keep it moving and I want to get through these reps as quickly as I can, but not at the expense of my form. If you are stronger than I am and you're capable of getting the reps done faster without sacrificing your form, that's great. Go ahead and do that. You can always skip ahead in the video if you finish the exercise before I do. But if you are slower than I am, that's fine. Please work at your own pace. If you fall behind, you can pause the video and come back when you're ready. If you need to take a longer rest break than what I'm taking, pause the video and come back when you're ready. But don't race through the workout and don't race through the exercises at the expense of your form because you're trying to keep up with me. If you need to go at a slower pace than I'm going, just go slower than I'm going. That's totally fine, okay? The most important thing is that you're doing the reps with the correct form. So please work at your own pace, work to your own level, and mind your form. Never sacrifice your form for speed, okay? So for the burpees and sit-ups, I'm going to time those 2 sections separately. So my timer is set as a stopwatch. I'm going to do 50 burpees and 50 sit-ups, then I'll stop the timer, and then I'll reset my timer for my jump rope section, and then I'll do the whole thing again. All right, Lloyd, here we go. Wish me luck. I'm starting my watch. All right, here we go. Starting the timer and 50 burpees. Do your best. Oh, I forgot the little toe touch. I'm not used to doing that toe touch. All right, toe touch. Push up on the dumbbells. Hammer curl. Overhead press. Toe touch. I almost forgot it again. That's 25 for me. If I was going to 30, I could have kept going, but because I'm only halfway through the set, I still have to do another 25. I'm gonna pause and rest here for 30 seconds or so. So again, go at your own pace. If you don't need to rest, don't rest. And if you need a longer rest break, you can pause the video, come back when you're ready. I'll try another 15. See if I can get through another 15 without resting. So picking up my count at 25 when you're ready, here we go. So that's 40 for me. Just taking about another 20 seconds or so. 20, 30 seconds. And then I'm gonna finish up with these final 10 reps. Then we'll move on to sit-ups. If you need to rest longer, pause the video, come back when you're ready. I'm picking up my count at 40. That's 45, just 5 more. 46. 47. 48, just 2 more. 49, last one. All right, that's 50. Lloyd is all business. He does not chit chat. He does not rest in between sets. So we are moving right onto sit-ups. So grab a dumbbell, kettlebell, medicine ball. If you want to add weight or a household item like a jug of laundry detergent. If not, you can do the body weight version when you're ready. Here we go. So my version is a sit-up and then 2 Russian twists. That's 1. So sit up, twist, twist. That's 2. All right, we're to 50. It's 20. That's 25. We're halfway there. Rest if you need to. It's 30. 40. feet, just 10 more. That's 45. 46. 47. 48. 49, last one. I should have brought my timer down on the ground so I know exactly how long that took me. All right, so my timer says 14:53, so I'm gonna say my official time is 14:51. I'm gonna say it took me about 2 seconds after I finished the rep till I was able to get up and stop my timer. So let's say 14:51 is my official score for round 1 of burpees and sit-ups. So try to keep round 2 under 15 minutes as well if I can. It'll be difficult because it's getting hot out here and I'll be more fatigued, but now I have a really clear goal in mind of what I would like to do for round 2. So now I think Lloyd went straight into round 2. I'm sorry, Lloyd, if I'm totally getting this wrong, but to the best of my recollection, you did 50 burpees, 50 sit-ups, and then did that again before you moved on to cardio. So you can do that if you want. If you want a little break in between the strength training portions, you can do 10 minutes of cardio with me right now. So I am resetting my timer. Oops, I can't talk and reset my timer at the same time. Okay, resetting my timer for my interval jump rope section. So again, this is 10 seconds rest, 50 seconds of work times 10 rounds. So I'm starting now, but we're starting with a 10-second rest interval. Always start with your rest interval so you have a few seconds to get in place and get ready, and you don't lose anything off of your work interval. And now we're gonna jump rope for 50 seconds. It's a long work interval, so do your best. Rest for 10, hi Rudy. And now jump rope for 50. stretching. Okay, this is it. Final work interval. Alright, there's the beat. That's the end of our 10 minutes. You can stop anytime. So that's round one. We've been going for almost 30 minutes, so let's try to finish the whole thing in under an hour. If 30 minutes is enough for you today, I think that was a great workout all on its own. You can call it a day if you want. Do your bonus burpee. Take a good 15-20 minutes at least, please, to stretch. Then you can go have your shower, eat some lunch, get on with the rest of your day. If you want to continue on with me, we're going to repeat that whole thing once more. So starting again with 50 burpees, then 50 sit-ups, and another 10 minutes of interval jump rope. If you need to rest longer, you can pause the video, towel off, have something to drink, let your heart rate come down a little bit, slow down your breathing. When you're ready to start round two, come back. I'm going to go ahead and reset my timer as a stopwatch. And we're gonna go ahead and get started on round two. So 3, 2, 1, time has begun. I'm starting with 50 burpees. To skip that toe touch. I'm not used to doing it, that's new for me. I have to be mindful about what I'm doing. Toe touch, then burpee. So that's 4 for me. I'll see if I can do my first 25 unbroken again. That's what I did in round 1. So just do your best. Remember, you should be going at your own pace. That's 20. I want to do another 5 before I rest. Let's keep pushing. That's 25 for me, so I'm halfway there. I need to rest for, at least 30 seconds, I would say. I'm gonna try to do what I did in round 1. So I'm going to try to do my next 15 unbroken if I can. That'll get me to 40, and then I'll take another short rest, 30 seconds or so, and then finish up with my final 10. All right, that's been about 30 seconds, give or take. So let me go for another 15. If you need to rest longer, pause the video, come back when you're ready. Here we go, pick up my count at 25. Keep forgetting that toe touch. So you can tell I'm not focusing. I need to focus. That's 26. That's 30 for me. I'd like to do another 10 before I stop and rest again. So. That's 35. That's 39. One more. That's 40. And again, I'm gonna try to keep my rest break to about under 30 seconds if I can. Give or take. We're about 20 seconds so far, so. As soon as you're ready, we just have 10 more. 47, 48, just 2 more. 49, last one. 50. So now as soon as you can, moving on to sit-ups. It's always weird to me when I face this way, but if I do it the way I normally face, the sun's gonna be right in my eyes, so. Flipping it up and reversing it this round. Okay, as soon as you're ready, 50 sit-ups. That's 1. So remember, my version is a sit-up, twist, and twist. That's 2, and we're going to 50. Do your best. For me, so I'm halfway there. If you need to rest, you can rest. If you want to keep going, just make sure that you're not losing anything off of your form. If If you are, then you should rest for a few seconds. That's 30 for me. Five. It's 40. 10 more. I'm slowly traveling forwards while I do this, which is just weird because usually I feel like I travel in reverse, and I know I'm traveling forward today with the truck. I'm gonna be off the mat soon. It's all right, I only have a few reps left. That was 44, so I have just 6 more. 45. 46, 47, 48, just 2 more, 49, last one. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So my timer says 15:35. I'm gonna deduct 5 seconds from that and say my official score is 15:30 because again, I forgot to have my timer down here with me so that I could get a more accurate time, but I think from the time I set the dumbbell down to complete that 50th rep to the time I stopped my timer was about 5 seconds. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it. All right, so now I am going to finish up with another 10-minute cardio section, identical to my first 10-minute cardio section. So a couple of things before we begin that I forgot to mention the first time around is, first of all, if you trip over your jump rope, just take a breath. Try to leave it behind you and just get right back into it as soon as you can, okay? Sometimes I try to get back into it too quickly because I'm frustrated and then I just trip again because I'm rushing. So take a second to just take a breath and recenter yourself, get your focus back, and then get back into it and do your best. I know it is frustrating to trip over your jump rope. That's obviously the opposite of what we're trying to do. So I'm not saying to not feel the frustration because that's only normal and natural to feel frustrated when you are trying to do something and failing. So it's okay if you get frustrated, just do your best to kind of leave it behind you and just get back into it and move forward, because if you let the frustration dictate your mindset for the rest of the workout, it's just gonna be counterproductive. So I know it's easier said than done, but do your best to not let the frustration dictate your mindset. Do your best to kind of just let it be in the past. Just get back into it, and remember, all you can do is your best. So do your best. You got dressed, you got out here, you're doing your reps. Do your best to let that be enough, okay? Do your best to let your best be enough today, okay? The other thing is that on that final interval, my timer does that long series of beeps to let me know that the 10 minutes is up. So as soon as you hear the beeping start, that means time is up and you can stop skipping at any time. I always like to skip through the beeping. So it's like an extra 15-20 seconds or so of jumping rope, but I just like to finish strong. I like to keep going until the beeping stops. because I like to finish strong and because I like to feel like I made up for whatever time I missed off of my work intervals from tripping over the jump rope. So now we've been at it for 46 minutes. So my legs are fatigued, it's hot out here. It's only natural, it's only reasonable to think that it's gonna be harder this time around to get my feet up and over the jump rope. So I anticipate tripping over my rope a bit more. So again, I'm just gonna do my best to let it go and get back into it and not let the frustration dictate my mindset. And I'm gonna use that final 15 seconds or 20 seconds or so of beeping at the end to feel like I'm kind of making up for whatever time I missed off of my work intervals because I was tripping over my jump rope. All right, but this is too much chit chat. I just wanted to mention those things because I didn't mention them the first time around. So my timer is reset for 10 seconds rest, 50 seconds of work times 10 rounds. If you need a longer rest break so that you can go towel off, hydrate, let your heart rate come down a little bit more, that's fine. Pause the video, come back when you're ready. We're starting right now with our 10-second rest interval. And now we are going to skip for 50 seconds. And we're gonna do it 10 times in a row. It's gonna be great. Here we go. So final 10 minutes. Halfway there. Let's keep pushing. I know these 50-second work intervals are super hard. We only have a couple more after this, I'm pretty sure. Let's keep pushing. I think we have just two more. Yeah, just two more intervals left. Almost done. Okay, we made it. Final work interval. All right, so that whole thing took me 57 minutes and 47 seconds. So I did finish in under an hour, which is fantastic. Now, even though I did not write this workout, I am putting my own spin on it. And I am doing the workout. It is my workout for the day, so we're not quite finished yet. No workout of mine is ever complete until we have done our bonus burpee, whether I wrote the workout or not. So we have just one rep left to go. But first, it is time for the McFlurry minute. So I'm going to reset my timer one more time to count down 60 seconds for me. I'm going to complete as many revolutions with my jump rope as I can in 60 seconds. And if I can make it through the entire 60-second work interval without tripping over Rebecca, everybody wins a free McFlurry. So give me just a minute to reset my timer. I will be right back. All right, my timer is reset. Rebecca is ready to go. I don't know if I'm ready to go, but Rebecca is ready to go. So if I break my streak today, I have only myself to blame. It is not Rebecca's fault. So I think we're going for 6 in a row today, if I'm not mistaken. Obviously, my legs were tired. It was hard getting my feet up and over the rope during that last 10-minute jump rope section, but I've had a couple of minutes to rest now, so maybe I can do it. I'm gonna do my best, so wish me luck. Starting as always with a 10-second rest interval, and now here we go. We are all potentially a mere minute away from free ice cream. Here we go. We did it. Another day, another free McFlurry. I'm always counting the reps in my head. So when my timer beeps, I'm always right around rep 170-ish. So that's why I always keep going. So I did another 30 reps because I figure might as well just do an even 200 reps for my little jump rope bonus. But the only thing that matters is what happens during the McFlurry minute. And during the McFlurry minute, I did not trip over my jump rope. So that means free ice cream for lunch on Rebecca and me. And I don't know if you noticed Rudy cheering me on towards the beginning of the interval, but my neighbor bought me these wind chimes after Rudy died. It's coming up on a year now. And she told me that whenever I hear them, that's Rudy. So just as I started my McFlurry minute, the wind chimes started chiming. So that's why I kind of looked over and smiled, because that was my boy cheering me on. So now we have just one rep left to go. Let's do our bonus burpee together, and then the workout will be officially complete. Final rep of the day. When you are ready, here we go. All right, with that, my workout of the day is now officially complete. Thank you so much, Lloyd, for this workout. It was a lot of fun, and I enjoyed not having to write my own workout today. So if anyone else out there wants to write a workout for me, go for it. I will be happy to give it a try. If you did this workout with me today, thank you very much. Please let me know what you thought of it and how you did, and let Lloyd know what you thought of it and how you did. Iron Dog Journey. Okay, that is Lloyd's YouTube channel, so go over there and let him know that you did this workout today and let him know what you thought of it. Okay, thank you to everyone who has been working out with me lately. And even if you're not doing the workouts, thank you for watching the videos. Thank you for liking and sharing the videos. Thank you for all of your wonderful and supportive and engaging comments. It means the world to me. Thank you to all of my new subscribers. If you are not subscribed already, please subscribe. And of course, a great big thank you to those of you who have been subscribed to my channel for years. Please know that I appreciate you all so very much. One final reminder, if anything is unclear about the format, how everything fits together, if you have any questions about the exercises we were doing today, any doubts whatsoever about how to do the exercises with the correct form, if you need any further help with equipment-free substitutions or beginner modifications, please just ask. I am always here to help. That is going to do it for today. But before I say goodbye, I have to say one final thank you to those of you who have been watching the videos all the way until the end and commenting with the secret code phrase of the day. So before I say goodbye, I will give you today's secret code phrase of the day. It is: the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. So if you are still watching this video, hello. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Please let me know that someone is still watching by going down to the comment section and leaving me a comment that says, the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. That is going to do it for today, and I will see you all next time. Bye.